Good morning and welcome back. Thank you for joining me at Jodie Holly Yoga for some more yoga together. Today's class is going to be more stretchy and bendy. So join me on your mat. Make sure you got your mat out, you're nice and healthy. Listen to your body, be careful, be gentle, and let's go. Today at the back end of our mat. Bring yourself onto your knees. Sit on the heels if that feels available, if it's comfortable for you. If not, just take a moment to stand on your knees here. So we come down at the back of our mat onto our knees. Resting your hands on your thighs. Sit nice and tall through the spine. Tilt the belly button forward a little. Drop the shoulder blades down the back. And lifting up towards the sky with the very crown of the head. As we come into our practice, we really just ground ourselves into our practice. So taking a moment here to close the eyes, shutting out any external distractions, and beginning to bring your awareness within. Just focusing now on that in and out breath. Feeling the belly gently rising and falling. And we try to invite an ujjayi breath now into our practice. To begin to breathe in and out through the nose. Bringing your left hand onto your tummy and your right hand onto your chest. We're just going to count in our own heads as you breathe in. For the count of 3, feeling the belly, ribs and chest expand. A little pause, and then exhale. Try to breathe out for longer. So breathing out for the count of 6. Inhale fully for 3. And exhale completely for 6. Continue here for a moment. And then from here, just carefully drop those arms down by the side. Take a breath in, sweep the arms to the sky, reach those fingertips up. And exhale, fold straight into Balasana, child's pose. Land those hands. Sit the hips to the heels, and just allow the chest and the forehead to come down towards the earth. So your Balasana, your child's pose, should always feel like a safe place. And just remember, you're welcome to bring yourself here anytime you need. Reach the fingertips to the front of the mat, push the palms into the ground, and shift the shoulders away from the ears a little. From here, take a breath in, round up through your cat stretch, look to the belly button, hips under. Exhale, push the ground away, push the hips back, and forehead down to the ground, back to child's pose. 2 more like that, breathe in. Push the ground away, exhale, look forward, tilt the hips backwards. Forehead floats down to the earth. 1 more like that, a big spinal wave as you breathe in, round up. And exhale, pushing all the way back. Sit back into your child's pose, well done. And then from here, we breathe in, round up through cat stretch. Exhale here, just reset your tabletop. So bring those hands under the shoulders and set the knees under the hips. Gaze drops down between the hands and we just begin to rock forwards and backwards here, okay? Shifting that weight through the forward in front of the wrists and shifting the weight backwards, releasing off the wrists and coming onto the hips a little. And then just take those circles round one way. And take those circles back the opposite way, just bringing some attention and love to these wrists right now. Big circle, bring your heart above the fingertips and then sit the hips all the way back. Balasana again, your child's pose. Slide the arms behind you, flip the palms to face the sky, and just feel the elbows, the shoulder blades soften. Interlace the fingers here at the lower back. Roll the shoulders away from the ears, and if it feels available, lift the hands up a little. Draw the knuckles away from the body, pressing the forehead lightly into the earth. Breathing into any space across the shoulder blades, across the upper back. And carefully float those arms down. Reach the fingertips back to the front of the mat and inhale, round up through your cat stretch. Exhale, gaze between your hands, we lower all the way down. Pinch the elbows towards the body. Lower, lower, lower. Inhale, land the hips, slide the forehead, the chest forward, and shift those shoulder blades down the back again. Pinch the elbows in. Pinching the glutes, pushing the hips into the ground. And exhale, we push back. Balasana, child's pose. Hips to the heels, forehead to the ground. Well done. Breathe in, round up through your cat stretch. Separate each vertebra of that spine. And exhale, reset your tabletop. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Nice big movements here with some cat-cows. Inhale, belly button drops to the ground. Lift your hips, look forward. Exhale, we really push that ground away. Separate each vertebra to the spine. Inhale, belly button to the ground. Bend the elbows to the waist, look forward. Exhale, pushing that ground away and lifting the spine to the sky. One more, breathe in. Lift the hips, bend the elbows towards the body. Exhale, cat stretch, push, push, push. So this one's slightly different. Breathing in, drop the belly button to the ground, lift the hips and we look forward. And as you breathe out, we tuck those toes, push the hips to the heels, push the ground away, peeling the whole body into your first down dog. So just find a nice comfortable down dog here, feet roughly hip width apart, and just begin to paddle through the backs of the legs. Of course, if that feels good, be very gentle, mindful of your body. Take that dog for a little walk. Maybe roll the head side to side. Well done. Begin to find stillness for the heels. Draw the ribcage towards each other. Really lifting your hips up, back and down. Ears between the upper arms, a nice long straight spine. We breathe in here, we walk the hands backwards to the toes. Exhale, fold in half at the back end of your mat, and your knees can stay bent. This, just like that first down dog, paddle through the knees here, and roll the head side to side. This is your practice, your body. Really allowing yourself just to move that body however feels good. On your next one, bend both knees. Allow the head to hang heavy. And just release the arms. Take hold of opposite elbow and feel the upper body soften down a little further. You can straighten the legs if that feels available to you. Allow the crown of the head to hang down. Take a little bob up and down. A sway side to side. Try to keep the hips, the legs nice and still. Your ragdoll. Just moving into any place we might feel we're holding tension. And find stillness. Release the arms. Bend the knees, chin to the chest. We breathe in, round up through the spine. Feel the soles of the feet rooting down into the earth. As you sweep the arms all the way up above the head, look to the thumbs. Exhale, Tadasana, arms down by the side. So you're going to stay at the back end of your mat. Step the feet, heel toe those feet roughly mat width apart, so the outside of your feet are in line with that mat. Come forward a little bit here so you can see me. Shoulders are soft, hips are square to the front, and we breathe in, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, we push the right hand up, and the left hand wraps around that wrist here. So the ears are between the upper arms, draw that ribcage in, lengthen through that spine, pinch the glutes so we lengthen through that lower back, the hips square forward. And inhale, right hand pushes high. Breathe out, we bend into this right knee, push the right hand up and over the head. Try to keep the arms long and straight. Square the left hip forward, and if it feels good, roll the head and look to the sky underneath that right arm. Make sure the right side of the chest and the hips are square to the front of your mat still. Push, push, push that right palm away. And then we breathe in, reach to the center. Exhale, float the arms down. Well done. Give yourself that wriggle of help. And that left side from here, breathe in, reach up. Exhale, left hand pushes to the sky, right hand wraps around the wrist. Rib cage draws in, pinch those glutes, crown of the head and reaching high. Breathe in, push high. Exhale, left knee bends, left hand pushes up and over. Strong and long through that left side body. Keeping the left side of the chest lifted. Maybe look to that sky underneath the left arm. Keep pushing the left palm away. Strong into the right arm. And then we breathe in, left palm pushes high. Exhale, drop those arms down. Give yourself a wriggle of help. And then we breathe in, reach all the way up. Lift, lift, lift your heart, your chest. Exhale, we fold down that center line. Fold all the way in half. Relax the hands, the head at the bottom. Just allow the crown of the head to draw down to the earth, lengthening through the back of the neck. Begin to bend into the right knee and then the left knee. Just switching side to side through that space coming into the legs and the hips. Making sure that you go both ways equally, and then coming back into that right side, plant the right hand to the center of your mat and inhale, the center of your feet kind of in front, and inhale, reach that left arm nice and high. Push through that right hand, helping the chest revolve, and left palm faces away. Reach all the way up, look to the sky if you can. That right knee is a little bent. Exhale, we bend the left knee, float the left hand down, straighten the right leg. Plant that left hand where the right hand was and inhale, right arm all the way up. Strong into that left wrist. Right fingertips are reaching all the way to the sky. Bringing your awareness back to your ujjayi breathing. And we breathe out, float both hands now down to the ground. Relax the head. Maybe you're looking backwards between the legs. Inhale, halfway lift to a flat back. Shoulders away from the ears, reach to the front with the crown of the head. Exhale, chest and forehead all the way back down. Breathe in, walk the hands towards the opposite end of your mat, hands under the shoulders here. Gaze between your hands and step the feet back in so the feet are roughly hip width apart. Exhale, drop your knees, chest and forehead down, pinch the elbows towards the body. Breathe in, scoop the chin, the chest through, land the hips, untuck the toes, elbows pinch into the waist. And exhale, we push back into your down dog. Tuck those toes, pushing the ground away. Lift the hips. Adho Mukha Savasana, your inverted V position. And again, you're very welcome to stick with that paddle through the heels if that feels good. This is your practice, your body. Draw the lower rib cage towards each other to really lengthen through that spine. And from here, we're going to take an in-breath. The right leg reaches to the sky. Breathing out, square that hip down, square the chest down, ears stay pinched between both strong upper arms. We inhale, the right foot steps all the way through. Left knee down to the ground, the foot goes flat. This foot will likely land a little bit like this, so that knee's over the big toe, the sole of the foot might not be flat. Try to give it an invite forward as far as you can, so the foot is flat and you're straight from the ankle to the knee. From here, the right fingertips turn to face the right side, and we breathe in, this left arm reaches up, left palm faces the right, and exhale, reach to that right side. Push down through that left hip, and maybe again looking towards the sky underneath that left arm. Really feeling this space along this left side and into this left hip flexor. Reach away. From here, we're going to inhale, reach the left hand high. Exhale, land this left hand inside of the right foot. Inhale, right arm reaches. Exhale, reach the right fingertips to the back. Push through that left hand. Right palm is open, sinking into these hips here. Make sure that your right knee doesn't roll out to the side, so that from that right hip to the right knee, that thigh is nice and straight. Breathing in, right arm up. Exhale, right hand outside of right foot. We inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, tuck this left foot and you pivot yourself into a wide leg forward fold to face the side. At short edge of your feet, roughly in line with that short edge of your mat. Hips lift and just relax that head down. Just fold in half here wherever feels good. Shoulders are away from the ears. Belly button draws backwards to the spine. Nice and strong into all four corners of the feet. Checking in with that breath. We take a breath in, we push into the hands, we lift halfway, and then pivot that right foot to face the front of your mat. Hands frame the right foot, lift onto the ball of the left foot, turn forward. Step the right foot back, breathe in. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana, all your knees, chest, forehead, whichever feels best. Breathing in, scoop the chin, the chest through. You might come into your first up dog, pinching those glutes, pushing the heart forward, and breathing out, rolling over the toes or tucking the toes. Adho Mukha Savasana, your down dog. Push the ground away. Inhale, walk the hands backwards to the toes. And exhale, fold in half. Taking in breath, come all the way up through the spine. Sweep the arms above the head, look to the thumbs. Exhale, Tadasana, arms down by the side. So coming into a little balance here. Arms come out, palms face the ground. Right hand comes on top of left arm in front of you. Turn the palms away, bend the elbows, and wrap the forearms around each other. You might just come with the backs of the hands to touch, or you might be able to get those palms to touch. So we lift the elbows nice and high and push the palms to the front, our eagle arms. Shift our weight into our left leg and our right knee floats to the chest this time. Belly button draws in, strong into that right hip flexor, flex that right foot. Lift the elbows as high as you can, push in the palms of the hands together. Reach the crown of the head nice and high. Strong into that supporting left leg. Long through the spine, especially that lower back. And relax all the way down. Well done, give yourself a wriggle off out. We'll breathe in, reach all the way up, lift your heart, your chest, a mini back bend. Exhale, tilt forward from the hips, come down that center line. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, nose to the shins. Breathe in, walk the hands all the way to the opposite end of your mat, your plank, and exhale, knees, chest, forehead, or your chaturanga. Inhale, scoop the chin, the chest through, pinch those glutes. And exhale, we're pushing back, downward facing dog. Checking with the breath. And your left side, so feet roughly hip width apart. We inhale, left leg reaches. Exhale, push that right heel down, flex the left foot. Strong into both arms, rib cage draws in together. Lift your gaze forward, inhale, left foot steps through. Exhale, right knee down, foot flat. So again, make sure that you're nice and straight into that shin, down from the knee to the ankle. Sole of the foot is flat. Left fingertips land away. We inhale, the right arm reaches up. And exhale, reach that hand above the head. Palm faces the ground. Keep the right side of the chest lifted and maybe roll the head. Sinking into that right hip flexor. Becoming longer and longer along this right side body. Checking in with the breath. And we inhale, right hand up. Exhale, land this right hand inside of the left foot. Breathe in, left arm all the way up. And exhale, reach the left fingertips to the back. Open the chest. Maybe feel that spine. Get a little click in there. Reach those fingertips away. Pinch the glutes, sink into this right side. Keep that left knee in. And inhale, left arm, all the way up. Exhale, left hand outside of left foot. Breathing in, tuck this right foot, push the knee off the ground. And exhale, pivot into your wide leg forward fold. Turn, turn, turn. Relax the head. Lift the hips, crown of the head draws down. Breathe. Maybe take a little sway side to side if that feels good. Really moving however feels good for you today. Your practice, your body. Come into stillness, push into the hands a little, and step your right hand to that left foot. So the fingertips land away, you might even rest your hand on that left foot, and inhale, left arm all the way up. Strong into both feet right now. Reach the left fingertips high. Maybe wrap this left hand around to that right side of the hip, taking a little bind. Keeping strong into that right hip. Lifting the left shoulder. And inhale, lift arm up. Exhale, float back and soften at the center. Allow the head to hang heavy, shoulders away from the ears. And maybe taking those little sways again. And then bringing your To the ground wherever feels good. Inhale, right arm up. Hold here, reach, reach, reach. So option staying here while the right palm faces away and maybe wraps around that left side of the hip. Lift the right shoulder to the sky. Check in with the breath and really feel this space, this strength being created within your physical body. Breathe in, right arm up. Exhale, right hand to the center. Turn the left foot now to face the front, hands frame the left foot. Pivot on the ball of the right foot. And inhale, left foot steps back. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Breathing in, scoop the chin, the chest through, taking this little vinyasa and breathing out, downward facing dog. Breathe. Inhale, walk the hands backwards to the toes. And exhale, fold in half, hips high and low. Bend the knees a little, breathe in, push the ground away, roll up through each vertebra of the spine. Feel the soles of the feet stomping into the earth as you look to the thumbs. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. So your last little balance. Arms out to the side. This time left arm on top of right arm. Wrap those elbows around each other, the forearms wrap. And maybe find the palms if you can. Lift the elbows as high as you can and push the palms to the front. Shift your weight into that right leg and float the left knee to the chest. Tilt the hips forward. Pinch the glutes. Lift, lift, lift those elbows. Push the palms away. Flex that left foot. Drawing the belly button into the spine. Strong, straight, but not locked into the supporting right leg. Checking in with that in and out breath. And release, exhale, well down, give yourself a wiggle off out. Take a little flow to release, breathe in. Arch the back, lift your heart, your chest, exhale, fold in half. Breathe in, halfway lift, belly button draws in, exhale, forehead to the shins. Inhale, walk the hands all the way to the opposite end of your mat. And exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, or your knees, chest, forehead. Breathe in, scoop your chin, your chest through. Pinch those glutes, exhale, push back. Adho Mukha Savasana. Your downward facing dog. Lift your gaze through between the hands. Walk your feet halfway to the mat. Step your right leg over the left. Crossing at the ankles. Begin to bend the knees. And we sit all the way down. So you might have landed cross legs, you might have not. Wiggle yourself out. And then we're going to bring the soles of our feet together. Soles of the feet together, make sure you've got space behind you, and you're just going to take a little lay down. Allow the spine to find the ground. Reach the arms above the head. Palms face the sky. Nice and long through the back of the neck, so you might pick the head up, tuck the chin to the chest a little, and then just allow the back of the head to find the ground. Close the eyes if you haven't already. Feeling gravity just opening the hips, the inner thighs. Feeling the shoulder blades softening into the earth. And as you allow yourself to come into stillness right now, just feel the effects of your practice this morning. As you take time out to let go, to relax. Breathe. So of course you're very welcome to stay in your relaxation for as long as you want. If not, just gently now bringing your awareness back to my voice. Bringing your awareness back to your surroundings. And now bring your awareness to your physical body. Wiggle the fingers, the toes. And rotate the wrists, maybe the ankles. Gently roll the head side to side. Just one way each way. And bring the arms, when the head comes back to the center, bring the arms on the outside of the neck, on the thighs. Push those thighs together. And bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little cuddle. Hug those knees in. Take a rock side to side, massage the lower back against the earth. And rock yourself onto your side. Either side is good. Use your hands just to carefully push yourself all the way up. Come into a seated position to face the front. So sit cross-legged if that's good, legs long if that feels best. Rest your hands for a moment. Shin mudra, fingertip palm, or maybe just in your lap, right hand on top of left. Sit tall through the spine, close the eyes. Press your hands together at your heart center as we just conceal our practice and concealing all that energy from our practice into our hearts. Bow your forehead to the fingertips. Om Shanti. Thank you so much for joining me once more. Please let me know what you think of any of my videos. Like, subscribe and follow all my accounts. Thank you. Have a lovely day.